Thank you for coming to my presentation. My name is Shada Nickel and I'll be presenting on the topic, should abortion be legal? Before I begin, let me ask you, what do you think about abortion? What do you think is your definition for abortion? I would like to hear before I begin. Okay, alright, fair. Okay, so what I think abortion is it is a procedure done in hopes of terminating a pregnancy. I say in hopes because sometimes these procedures are not successful, and you know, with everything, like according to like medicine, some things are not 100%. So that is why I say in hopes. And these abortions take place when the fetus cannot live outside of the mother's womb. So, there are two types of abortion. Firstly, you have the medical abortion. Secondly, you have the surgical abortion. So, the medical abortion is when you ingest a pill or pills over a certain period of time, right? Now, the surgical abortion, I have a picture right here where it demonstrates like a picture of what happens when you are getting an abortion, right? So you have two instruments right here to spread the opening of the vagina so that the abortionist can insert like a suction tool to like extract the fetus. So sometimes there is something called an incomplete abortion where all of the fetus is not out of the vagina. So sometimes they go back in with a scraper, like a scraping kind of tool, and they extract the remaining residual tissues. Right. So I have two doors right here. Which door are you going to enter? Are you pro-choice or are you pro-life? Right? So pro-life individuals, those are individuals who they believe that you should keep your child no matter what. Or some of them believe that if it's a medical emergency, then you can have an abortion. But most times, and this is often based on religion, that they don't believe you should have an abortion. Individuals who are pro-choice, they believe that women should have the right to exercise their choice in whether they want to have an abortion or whether they want to keep the child. Right, so let us take a trip down the history of abortion. So before January 22nd, 1973, abortion was illegal all over the United States, right? I mean, now abortion is illegal here and there, but there are some places or some states that allow you to have an abortion. However, on January 22nd, 1973, the Roe versus Wade was passed, and the court ruled that the Constitution of the United States protects a pregnant woman's liberty to choose to have an abortion without excessive government restrictions, right? So basically, they're giving women the freedom to express or to exercise their right to have an abortion. So here are some statistics about abortion. This picture states that there are 25 million abortions that happen over the world. Yeah, that's a lot. However, it states that most of these abortions happen in unsafe or there are unsafe abortions, and they happen mostly in Latin America or in the Caribbean. This one states that they say the stage of pregnancy at which abortion usually takes place, and according to this graph, Most abortions takes place at 9 weeks, and the least abortion takes place at 21 weeks, because when you reach to 21 weeks, you're basically 5 months, and that's basically like you would probably know that you would want to keep that baby or not, you know? Right. So let us move on to the negative effects of an unwanted pregnancy. Right. So, firstly, sometimes these abortion, when a child is unwanted, or when you have a pregnancy that is unwanted, sometimes you can go and do unsafe abortions. And as I said before, most of these unsafe abortions happen in Latin America or the Caribbean. And you know, sometimes when you do these stuff, women hurt themselves because they are done in risky environments. And I have a story of a lady. She threw herself down the stairs in order to get rid of her baby, and that caused her to have a miscarriage. So sometimes that when you don't have the choice to exercise your right, and abortion is illegal, or you have an unwanted pregnancy, it causes you to hurt yourself. Also, there are some times when you have an unwanted pregnancy because of rape or incest, and some women don't want to live with the pain of that. There are also times when a child could be born into poverty, or they could be born into a situation where they don't have their parents because the mother didn't want them in the first place, and they can grow up in bad foster homes. So those things are also understandable. So why should abortion be illegal? Well, there are some people who think that, you know, they are remorseful of the fetus, and they are thinking about what the fetus might feel, because some people say that life begins at conception. We don't know. We don't know whether life begins at conception, or if the baby might feel anything or not. Also, some people think that abortion is a form of murder. I mean, the Bible says, "Thou shalt not kill," right? So, this can also be a reason why abortion is, in fact, or should be illegal. So, am I pro-choice or pro-life? Well, I would say that I'm pro-choice, because I would like to believe that I would want to stand up for what my rights are, and that I can do what I would prefer to do with my body without somebody else having to do that for me. I would like to, women should have a choice, and not only women, people should have a choice of what to do with their body. I mean, when you're doing a medical procedure, the doctor won't do it unless they have consent. So why shouldn't you be able to do what you would please to do with your body? You know what I'm saying? So I hope you enjoy my piece. I hope you enjoyed what I had to present in the presentation, and I hope that you have learned something, or that you have viewed something from a different perspective. So without further ado, that's all, folks, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. These are my sources. Yes, thank you very much.